this life. So this is the secret of happiness. Nasti buddhir ayuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavya taksantir asantasya kutasukam. Na asti buddhir ayuktasya. One who doesn't have any connection to Krishna, nacha yuktasya bhavana, they cannot have good intelligence or a steady mind. It's the cause of mental illness. When the mind is not fixed on the ultimate goal of life and is constantly troubled by dualities, you become crazy. Many people go crazy. That's why they take so many psychotropic drugs, medical marijuana, sleeping pills, and so forth. Because their mind is going crazy, they need something to steady them. We're not against crazy people. We have the solution. We have the mental health solution, and you don't need Obamacare. Simply fix the ultimate goal of your life. That's difficult for most people. Most people think, I want to do this, I want to do that. Just like a little kid. You take a little kid into Toys R Us. Mommy, I want this. No, no, I want this. No, no, I want that. No, I want this. No, I want that. You say, that's called a disturbed mind. Duality. Disturbed by duality. So that happens to grown-ups also. I want a Lexus. No, I want a Mercedes. No, I want this. I want that. They're never satisfied, and they can't make their mind up. Should I live in India? Should I live in the United States? Should I invest my money here? Should I invest my money there? Should I kill this person, or should I kill that person? They're always involved in dualities. So, here's a chance to heal all mental health problems. Make Krishna the ultimate goal of your life, and we'll teach you how to organize everything in your life to reach that goal. Then you have no worries. And you're always going to be happy because either you please Krishna or I please Krishna. Our goal is to please Krishna. So if I please Krishna, you'll be happy. If you please Krishna, I'll be happy. So you can't lose. It's a win-win situation. It's not like the casino. You throw the dice and you lose, and the casino takes your chips. You lose. And you feel very sad. Oh my God, what did I do? But here, you can't lose. There are no losers, only winners. You see? There's no punishment, only reward. That's Krishna consciousness. So, it's very simple. Make Krishna the goal of your life. Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Padam Sadapasyanti Surayo. Divivad Shakshur Atatam Tat Viprasno Vipanyavo. The Rig Veda says that taking shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna is the ultimate goal of life, of the Vedic knowledge, and of everything. So why we cannot accept this? Only because of ignorance, avidya, agyan. Because of ignorance, because we're attached to a television program, or movies, or internet, or cell phone, we can't fix our mind on making Krishna the ultimate goal. So, nasti buddhira yuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavana tak santir, asantasya kutosakam. So one who has no connection to Krishna, he cannot have clear spiritual intelligence, nor a steady mind. And without a steady mind, one cannot have any peace. And without peace, there is no happiness. So here's the correlation between fixing Krishna as the ultimate goal of your life, then your mind and intelligence become clear and fixed and steady. Then you feel peace, and then you have a chance to be actually happy in this life. Very simple. You see, Bhagavad Gita is pregnant with knowledge. Just one verse has the whole solution to human life. And there's 700 verses, you see. One verse has the solution to all the problems of human life. So, therefore, when we do the Shanti Yagya, we invite people to come and fix their mind on Krishna. Look at, it's not difficult. Krishna is very beautiful. Radharani is the most beautiful. They're together always. Sita and Ram, extremely beautiful. Jagannath Subhadra Baladev, very, very enticingly beautiful. Gaur-Nitai, enticingly beautiful. So these are images that we should keep in our mind forever. Tasmat sarve sukalesu mam anusmar yudyacha mayarpita mano buddhir mam evaishyasi asamsaya. O Arjuna, at all times you should fix your mind on me and perform your duty. By this principle of renunciation, you will easily attain me. What is the renunciation? Giving up thinking about nonsense things. That's all. You want to see Lady Gaga at the moment of death?
You want to see Lady Ganga?
We rather see Ganga Devi. But if you don't fix the mind on Krishna, you'll see Lady Gaga, and you know where you'll go. Straight to Narak with her. So, this practicing, remembering Krishna is very important. We should do it throughout life. And then Krishna tells Arjuna, Abhyasa yoga yuktena, chetasana nyagamina, paramam purusham divyam yati partanu chintayan. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his or her mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path, he, O Partha, is sure to reach me. So reaching Krishna means you reach this beauty, this harmony, this compassion, this love, this affection, this warmth. All these things are there in the spiritual world, and it's eternal. It cannot be destroyed. Parastasmat bhavonyo vyakto vyaktat sanatana yasasarva subute suna satsuna vinasyati. When everything in this world is destroyed, that world continues. This world comes and goes. The spiritual world is always there. So what causes us pain is this coming and going. Just like one time I asked my mother, I said, Mom, you want me to take you back to the old country? We haven't seen your village. She said, no. I said, why not? She said, everybody is dead. What am I going to do there? I'll just cry and remember them. There's nothing there for me. That's what happens when you get old. Everybody dies. Then there's nobody left but you. So we don't want that. We want everyone to live. We want everyone to be happy. One lady came to me the other day. She said, you know, my husband and I had 5,000 acres and 1,000 head of cattle. We were very happy. I said, what's happened now? Well, he died, and now I have a little apartment in Redmond. You know, and she said, it's all memories, and it's painful. I don't even like to think about it. That's material life. Therefore, we should hear about spiritual life. We come from the spiritual world. We don't belong here. This is the world, it's called Martya Loka, the world of death. Nobody wants death. Nobody wants old age. Nobody wants disease. No one chose to be born. I don't think any one of you could say that you chose to be born. Therefore, all these things are forced on us because we're in prison. Like the prisoners are forced to do things. So we're forced to do things. We're prisoners. Now, Krishna has come and he's giving the knowledge how to get free of this. Daivihi esa gunamai, mama maya duratyaya, mam eva ye prapadyante, maya metam tarantite. 7th chapter, 14th verse, is the solution to the whole problem of life. Krishna says that this material energy of mine, gunamai, is very difficult, virtually impossible to overcome. But one who surrenders unto me, it's easy to overcome. Easy, taranti. So why shouldn't we take Krishna's advice? Why should we stay here and rot day after day? Now, you don't have to leave this world to be liberated. Krishna consciousness means you're liberated now, in the present. Even though you have a family, even though you work, you're liberated. So what is real liberation? Real liberation is not being attracted to enjoying and dominating the material nature, but being attracted to serving and surrendering to Krishna. That's all. You don't stop activity. You don't stop your family. You don't stop your bank account. You don't stop your cell phone. You just make an intelligent choice at every second to filter out what is nonsense, or as they say in South Philadelphia, accept the best and leave the rest. Accept the best and leave the rest. So what is the best? Anything connected to Krishna. Tadiyanam samachara. Whatever is connected to Krishna is spiritual and eternal. So we're offering everything to Krishna. We're offering our prayers, flowers, incense, food, the temple, our lives, cars, everything we offer to Krishna and use in His service only for His pleasure. Therefore you're liberated from karma bandh. What the difference between a liberated person and an entangled person is, out of ignorance they're always entangled in karma bandh, the entanglement of karmic reactions. But a devotee is liberated completely from all past karmic reactions and liberated now from committing any more karmic reactions by always being engaged in Krishna's service. Now, isn't that good news? Mam chayo vibicharina bhakti yogena sevate sagunam samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. One who always engages in Krishna's service and never falls down and is always sincere in their dedication to the Lord is liberated from the entanglement of the three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas. What is getting us in trouble are these three modes, especially rajas and tamas. Like today I met some man, he comes from Africa, from Gambia, and we were talking, and at one point I told him, I have a farm, I'm going to get some cows, I already have some goats. He said, you got goats? I said, yeah, why? He said, I like to eat goats. I said, you're not going to eat my goats. So you're not eating my goats. He said, no, man, I like goats. I buy one from you. And I said, you're not buying any goat from me. You see, as soon as he heard the word goat, he wanted to, Allahu Akbar, and make a kebab out of it. You see? So I told him I was a vegetarian. He said, you're sick? You sick? Something wrong with you? I said, no, I'm healthy. You're sick. So it's very hard for him to understand. Right? The whole life they're killing. Not that only Muslims, Christians also, Hindus also. Hindus are killing more than Americans now. They're exporting more cows. There used to be close to 1 billion cows in India. You know how many there are now? In the last 25 years, the population of cows has reduced to 130 million. What happened to the other 800 million? They were all shipped to Saudi Arabia, to the Philippines, all over the world. They killed them. This is the land of Bharat, and they're killing cows. There used to be more cows in India than any other country of the world. Now, they're exporting them, dead. Our mother. There are 25,000 slaughterhouses. In 1830, there was one British lord. Why? Because you don't have any Hindus left. They don't follow the Dharma anymore. They're all rupee people, rupee. It's not only Muslims. Muslims cannot dominate India unless the Hindus let them. There's more Hindus than Muslims, right? They're all being bribed. They all want to make money. Four things are happening in India. One, alcoholism. That tragic event that happened in Delhi is because those 5 men were drunk. They were drunk. I went to India 20 years ago on Connaught Place. I was sitting down. I was a little tired. It was a hot day. Someone came next to me. He said, you can't give me some rupee. I thought I was in, San Francisco or South Seattle, that voice, like that. But he was speaking broken English and Hindi. In America, they say, hey man, you got some change for me, right? This guy said the same thing, but in Hindi. So I looked at him and said, who are you? He said, my name is Gopal. I said, Gopal, where you come from? Govardhan. I said, why you want money? He said, I have to give to my family. I said, you sure, Gopal? Yeah. I said, you sure you're not going to go and drink? He said, how you know? I said, I can tell by your voice. That's a voice that comes from drinking and smoking. So, okay, man, I need some money, man. I need to get something to drink. I said, no way, I'm not going to give you anything. So why not? You American, you got a lot of money. I said, yeah, I have money only for Krishna, not for you. I said, why don't you straighten your life out? You come from Govardhan. You were born in a holy place. What happened to you? He said, let's not talk about that. You see? This is 20 years ago. 20 years later, it's 10 times worse. You have drunks that all over it used to be North India. Now, Andhra Pradesh, completely lost. There used to be a biddy shop on every corner. Now there's biddy shop and alcohol shop. And coming soon to India, meat shop on every corner. You see? What has happened to the land of Bharat? It's been sold out by its own people. So what are we going to do about this? Well, first of all, we straighten ourselves out. You can't help someone cross a bridge unless you know how to cross yourself. Therefore, we're recommending for everyone, no meat, no fish, no eggs, no murgi. People go crazy for murgi. You know. No intoxication, including coffee and tea, and lasan and piyaz, garlic and onion. These are intoxicating. It heats your blood up. Huh? Anda, okay. No egg, anda. No gambling, and no philosophical speculation. Philosophical speculation means you don't know the answer to a question, you make something up. You just make it up. I think this, I think that, what if, perhaps, why not? Let's assume that. Use all those crazy phrases, that means they're speculating. And then last but not least, no Tiger Woods. You know what I mean. He's not a tiger now, he's a mouse. So, we have to adjust our life to Sanatan Dharma, the eternal culture of the spiritual world. We can practice it here right now. Why not? You can't go there unless you practice it here. So, this temple is dedicated to Sanatan Dharma. Not in name, but in practice. Some people say Sanatan Dharma Mandir. But inside is Kali Yuga Mandir. We want Sanatan Dharma practiced correctly. How do we practice? Very simple. You don't have to do anything strange. Simply chant Hare Krishna. Take a look how beautiful Krishna is. Hear something about Krishna from Bhagavad Gita. Take some prasadam. And if you have a little energy, do some seva. That's all. Very simple. And your whole life will be spiritualized. Now, we're going to hear some testimonials of peoples whose lives have been transformed by this simple process of Sanatan Dharma Prachar. Simple process. Everything is focused on coming to Krishna through Guru, through Gurus, through bona fide Gurus, to make a proper connection. The disciple must be bona fide, and the Guru must be bona fide. Just like husband has to be fertile and wife has to be fertile, then they can have a baby. If one of them is not fertile, there's no baby. The same way, Shishya or disciple has to be bona fide, and Guru has to be fine. Then there is a connection. Shishya has questions, Guru has answers. But if the Shishya is not bona fide, not respectful, not humble, not clean, not asking important questions, then the atmosphere is not made, and Guru keeps quiet. Okay. So now, today we have a special program. We're honoring 4 wonderful Gurus who come to this temple and who initiate devotees into Sanatan Dharma, Krishna consciousness. And the Vyasa Puja day is a very glorious day because the disciple can open their heart and express their love and appreciation of the Guru. So we'll open the mic now to any of the disciples who would like to come and honor their Guru and the other Gurus tonight. Huh? Okay, I just speak a few minutes. I know each one of those gurus for more than 40 years. And I have great appreciation for them. Why? Because they are sacrificing everything in their life to spread Krishna consciousness. That is the key to success in life. It says in the Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, that some people sacrifice the hearing process and the senses in the fire of mental control, and others, the regulated householders, sacrifice the objects of the senses in the fire of the senses. That this has a deep meaning to it, and we'll read this very quickly. The members of the 4 divisions of society, namely the varnas and ashramas, in other words, brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasi, are all meant to become perfect yogis or transcendentalists. Since human life is not meant for our enjoying sense gratification, like the animals, the 4 orders of human life are so arranged that one may become perfect in spiritual life. So, you don't have to be a Brahmin. You can be just a common laborer. As long as you cooperate and act according to the rules of your ashram or varna, you can attain perfection in this life. Yatak parvati bhutanam yena sarvam idam tatam tam karmana swab abhyarcha siddhim vindanti manava. Any person can attain perfection in human life by worshipping Lord Krishna and doing the work that is natural for them. You don't have to give up everything and move to the Himalayas or move to Mount Rainier. You simply worship Krishna and work honestly and earn an honest living. Take care of your family. Take care of your children. And chant Hare Krishna. And you'll attain perfection in your position. You don't have to leave it. Since human life is not meant for enjoying sense gratification like the animals, the 4 orders of human life are so arranged that one may become perfect in spiritual life. The brahmacharis, or students, under the care of a bona fide spiritual master, control the mind by abstaining from sense gratification. A brahmachari hears only words concerning Krishna consciousness. Hearing is the basic principle for understanding. And therefore the pure brahmachari engages fully in Harir Namanukirtanam, chanting and hearing the glories of the Lord. Now this is very important. Before there was channel television, before there was internet television, before there were cell phone television, before there were chips that you put in the ear to watch television in your mind, all these things are happening today. People used to go to the temple every night and hear Krishna or Ram Katha. And they became purified. They were not rich, they were not powerful, but they were pure devotees just by virtue of regular hearing about the Lord. Nowadays, see what happened in India, they came out with the Mahabharata, and then they came out with Krishna film and Ramayana. So what happened? Everybody got a television, even in the villages. They wanted to see Ramayana. They wanted to see Mahabharata. So after about a year, then Bollywood started coming out with junk, garbage movies. Because people got used to being entertained with the television. Before they were not entertained by the television. You see? And now they're stuck to the television all day watching garbage, polluting their mind. Instead of having pure ghee in the mind, they have pure gobar in the mind. All garbage, rubbish stuff. And they're watching it all day long. I went to a friend's house some time ago. He had a 96-inch television watching Bollywood movies all day long. He was on all day long. 96 inches. And he's an initiated devotee. You know what that does to your brain? There's a famous Japanese scientist called Dr. Emoto. Dr. Emoto studied the effect of sound vibration on water. And he found that certain sound vibrations, like heavy metal, destroys the structure of water. Absolutely destroys it, because he studied, he's a scientist. He had these electron microscopes. He could see, you can't see atoms or molecules, but you can see, maybe you can see some molecules, but you can see molecular structure. He saw that after subjecting water to heavy metal music, it destroyed the structure of the water. Then he did an experiment with Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. It restructured the water. You see? Now, today you have people all day long, kill. What do you think happens to their brain? No, they become extremely violent and crazy. They're listening to that type of vibration. Not only they listen to that, they put the earphones on so you can't get away from it. It's like prison, You get that earphone on, it's stuck to your ears. All boom, 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 boom. It kills destructures the brain. Brain is made out of water mainly. It deconstructs it completely. So then whenever you say, hey, would you like to hear Hare Krishna or come to the temple for Bhagavad Gita? Huh? I said Bhagavad Gita. Huh? How about the Super Bowl? Hey, yeah, man, I want to see the Super Bowl. Yeah. See, they want to see Super Bowl. When you say Bhagavad Gita, it doesn't register because the brain has been deconstructed for Bhagavad Gita and constructed for Super Bowl, Budweiser, baseball hat on backwards, and so forth. Okay? So we're trying to reconstruct everyone's brain by hearing Hare Krishna, taking prasadam. Whenever you go to a doctor, there's two things. First, he says you need to go on a special diet, and second, he says I got to give you medicine. So the diet is prasadam, and the medicine is Harinam Sankirtan. We can heal anybody if they're a little bit submissive. Yeah. So I just want to say a few words about Prabhupada Maharaj. He's a very, very good sannyasi. And he's been a sannyasi for maybe 35 years. How much? 83, 93, 2003, almost 30 years. That's a long time to be a sannyasi, right? And he's dedicating all his activities to Krishna consciousness. I can say the same thing about Jayapataka. Jayapataka Maharaj is one of the first sannyasis initiated in this movement by Srila Prabhupada. The first one was a person named Kirtananda. He was like the second or third, and he's never wavered in his seriousness of serving Krishna. Then Bhakti Vikas Maharaj is a very, very strict follower of the sannyas order and of Krishna consciousness. He loves integrally following, no compromise. And Hanuman Prashad Maharaj is a very witty person. He makes you happy because he's a happy person. So all these four persons are special. Why? Because they have dedicated everything to avoiding material sounds and just hearing spiritual katha about Krishna and chanting his names. So when, as it states here, these type of people restrain themselves from vibrations and material sounds and their hearing is engaged in the transcendental sound vibration of the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Therefore, they must be honored. They must be very carefully taken care of to encourage them. In the Vedic culture, we always encourage people on the path back to Godhead. We encourage them with gifts, with kind words, with service. That's our culture. And it's a wonderful culture. When you respect cows and genuine devotees, all auspiciousness takes place in your home, in your mind, in your country. So I'll stop right there, and we'll open it up now to anyone that would like to say something about their Guru, about Krishna. Hare Krishna. Oh, is it? Okay, I'm sorry. Radhanath Swami is a very exceptional person because he has a heart full of softness and love for Krishna and Prabhupada. And he expresses that softness and that love in a very eloquent way. That's very appealing when people hear him and when they see him chant. And when he dances very similar to Lord Chaitanya. These are exceptional qualities that we should just sit in awe of and appreciate that there are such devotees in our movement. And I like him very much. I like all of them very much. And I think that we're very fortunate to have their association. Hare Krishna.